Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this is your weekly WWE Main Event review for the 2nd of June 2016. I apologize, I've been a bit absent and MIA the past few days. However, this has been me. This has been work. Absolutely unalliterated, fucked in the arse. And I mean fucked in the arse. You're lucky you're getting this show. I'm going to be frank. You're lucky you're getting this show. However, I did just finish watching Main Event, and I wanted to do a review straight away, and I want to get one in the can. I want to do at least one show a day. And I checked to see if anyone else had done a show. No one else did a show, so I thought, you know what? I'll take one for the team. Here is your weekly Main Event review. And before I get on with the Main Event review, because let's call a spade, this isn't going to be the most must-watch show of the week. It's going to be a very limited watched show because of the title Main Event. No one watches it. No one cares. Who in their right mind wakes up in the morning and thinks, you know what? I fancy listening to a Main Event review. One person has done that in their life. That's me. How about that? Because I always watch Main Event. And I hope there's a lot of other people that watch Main Event. It's only 45 minutes and it's really enjoyable. I always seem to get a kick out of it. And from this show, as you can tell by the title, Sasha Banks returns. Dolph Ziggler has an awesome time. What that means is Dolph Ziggler was on commentary for the Main Event. Quite frankly, it was one of the most funniest displays of humor I have ever seen in my whole life. That's a shoot. Anyway, back to the original point. So I'm going to tell you a story before we get on to our Main Event review, as I was going. Now, if there's one thing I can't stand at work was this old piece of shit. Now, I mean piece of shit. I was refilling. Basically, there was a table with loads of gimmicks on. And you refill them. Okay? So there I was, doing my job. Okay? I'm doing my job. Refilling them. I tell you what, this old person, everything that needed refilling. It's an item of about 10. I'd say 4 of them needed refilling. And I go one by one to refill them. For all 4, this old bitch waited and waited and waited and waited for them. Instead of going, one at a time or getting the other stuff first or say, no problem. And you know what? She goes at the end and goes, anything else coming out? Anything else coming out? It's a table where the products are labelled. Labelled. I was speechless. It's a labelled table. Right, so for example, there's my phone and there's Daniel Bryan. Okay, so it's a table and everything's labelled. Next here would be phone. Next here would be Daniel Bryan. Okay, that's how it'd be. And she goes, anything else coming out? In the most sarcastic voice in the world. It was like, anything else coming out? No, you stupid old bitch. Ran over. Need to get off my chest. Anyway, this week's Main Event review. Let's get straight to it. May 2nd, 2016. Opening contest was the Vaudevillains versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to eat crow here. We always like to take pride in our work here, and we always like to say if we said something that we thought would happen that didn't actually happen, we would eat crow, and I'll eat crow. I've said many times the past few months when Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, or Big Cass, I would like to refer to him these days as, were down in NXT, I always said that this won't connect to the crowd. It won't get over with the mass audience. And this crowd reaction was incredible. Even on a SmackDown TV taping, they got a great pop. They got a good fan reaction. The fans knew every word by word for Enzo Amore's promo. Really good stuff. Really enjoyed it. Before the match began, there was a promo war where the Vaudevillains, basically, quite frankly, they took the piss out of Enzo Amore for the incident at Payback. Remember when... fucking hell, I'm stuttering. I'm so fucking goddamn tired. Gotch launched Enzo Amore into the rope neck first, and obviously he got taken out, suffered a severe concussion, came back, I think a couple of weeks ago now, on Monday Night Raw. And it was a great way to get heel heat. You could connect to it. And At first I was like, oh, isn't that a bit, dodgy? But then I thought, you know what? These guys are professionals. It gets some heel heat. It gets me emotionally invested in this match. Enzo Amore was your face in peril. Decent psychology. Obviously, Enzo Amore is the smaller man. Either the mics for this match under the ring are really loud, or the camera is just too close and picking up, because I can hear these guys call it in the ring, and it's so frustrating. And there is plenty of reviewers who come nitpick and like, oh, blah 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 blah. I normally tend to avoid this and ignore it. This is not what we're about. But when it comes to the point where, like, when you watch pro wrestling, at least when I do anyway, I try to suspend my disbelief. And it's really difficult to do that when you can hear every damn word that's coming out of there, every fucking line. And it was so frustrating. I don't know if it was the camera zooming in too much and just picking up a bit of extra sound, whether it was the cameras just, the sound speaker under the rings to make the canvas louder for people up in the top tier seats. Whether that was too loud, I have no clue, but it was really frustrating. Cass got the hot tag. He hits a big boot on Gotch, who takes a flat back bump off the apron to the floor. You are a fucking moron. Please don't ever do that again. Amore wins with the assisted crossbody off the top, which is one of the worst finishing moves I've seen in my life, to get the win. When was the last time the Vaudevillains got a win on television? Someone, please, in the comment section below, tell me the last time the Vaudevillains got a win on television. I'm struggling to think. These guys, on this week's Raw alone, they faced the tag champs. The pay-per-view before, they were involved in the tag team championship match. The pay-per-view before that, they were involved in the number one contenders match for the tag team championships. Yet I can't remember the last time they got a distinctive win. That's when you know something's wrong with the booking. Speaking of booking, tomorrow I'll be doing the very first installment of LK Book Story, and if it's not tomorrow, it'll definitely be Monday. It'll be one or the other, or maybe even a Tuesday. But again, if you haven't already, check the 0.5 edition on youtube.com/KocoSports. And basically what I've done is I've set it up. We've got a roster of Raw, roster for SmackDown. I'm booking the July 19th edition of SmackDown. Sorry, the July 18th edition of Raw, then the July 19th edition of SmackDown, and then the pay-per-view that Sunday. So basically, in a few months' time, we'll be able to see where I am compared to where WWE is. Who's my US champ, who's their US champ. We can contrast and compare, and I think it could be really awesome. I mean, we can compare who I took the belt or reins off and gave it to compared to who they actually did, and I think it'd be really fascinating, and I think you really should go back and check that out. Anyway, star and a half for Vaudevillains and Enzo and Cass. Nothing special. Really long heel heat segment. And just the mic under the ring really killed it for me. It's really difficult watching the match when all you can hear is, cut me off, cut me off. Like, I don't care. Stop. Okay, I'm trying to suspend my disbelief here. I really, really am. Up next, speaking of dispending, hopefully his career dispends. Zack Ryder now goes one-on-one with Victor. Home sweet home, Zack Ryder. The preliminaries for the television tapings. Smell the toiletry. Smell the piss. Smell the shit. Smell the jobber. Zack Ryder sent. Oh, again, like 2 weeks ago, as I said on a couple of weeks ago's main event review, I'm really digging Victor's new look. And if you don't even know what I'm talking about yet when it pertains to Victor's new look, I really do recommend you guys going onto your Google machine and hitting up Victor 2016 main event. I don't know if he's appeared on Superstars, however, I do know for damn sure he has been on a couple of weeks' editions of main event. Even I think if you go to my Twitter machine at LK Wrestling, I'll follow you back. As long as you follow me, I'll follow you back. As long as you're not an imbecile. One thing, I think I tweeted it. I'm not 100% sure. Give me a follow anyway, and I'll follow you back. But I did think I tweeted it. Anyway, again, like with all Zack Ryder matches, there's a bit of added, more emotional investment. Because the opening match, I could give a rat's ass. I mean, I like Moore and Cassidy, I do. I think they were over. I think they got great character. I like it. But I'm not fans of them. Like, I wouldn't pay a ticket to go see these guys. Vaudevillains, again, I don't think they're credible. I can't remember the last time they got a win. Whereas this is Victor, who I kind of have a semi-interest in the guy, and Zack Ryder, who I hate with an obliterated passion. So every time I see Zack Ryder inside of a ring, I get a bit giggity inside and really hoping he loses. However, he doesn't. He wins with the elbow drop off the top. Whoever came up with that name, shame on you. Shame on you. Victor, though, did in the match here an awesome near strike awesome knee strike, for 2. Great near fall there. Really good stuff. I was pissed off the guy got a win, but, the only thing I'm going to take for this is that I'm glad they haven't jobbed Victor regularly on TV. The guy's new look. He has some pretty cool noises during his mannerisms, during his heel heat. I was a fan of this guy. I like Victor. I'm much out of the Ascension. I way, way, way prefer Victor over Connor. That's just calling it the way I see it. I would love to see Victor go solo compared to Connor, because speaking of the Vaudevillains getting a clean win and decisive win, when was the last time the Ascension got a clean win? You're looking at last year sometime, maybe even the year before that, depending whenever they moved up to the quote-unquote main roster. But, it was like a star and a half, really nothing special, not worth your time. And then in the main event, okay, Dolph Ziggler's on commentary for no reason. It's as if, like, Dolph, you're back there, get your ass out there. He is absolutely fucking hysterical. Hysterical. I'll be reading some quotes that he puts. Summer Rae, though, comes out, okay, she cuts a promo saying about the brand extension, SmackDown going live, blah, 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 and asking the question, where will Summer end up? But no one cares, but that's kind of the point. Commentators are pissing themselves laughing. I mean, completely pissing themselves. That's how bad this promo is. And I mean, it's a woeful promo. By the way, just to let you know, guys, I will be getting to live comments right at the end of this review. Banks saves us when she comes out, literally save us. And I don't know who this ring announcer is. He does NXT live events. I think he does NXT. And he does main event. I think he does Superstars. It's not Kyle Edwards. It's not Rich Brennan, because Rich Brennan's fired. It's another guy. And he's fucking amazing. He really, really is. Banks cuts a promo about how she's pissed off and how she's overlooked with women like Dana Brooke and Natalia, etc., etc. Banks then says, Summer, you can't even hold my mic. She threw it at Summer. Summer caught it. Dolph Ziggler is screaming at the top of the lungs, she's holding it! She's holding it! She's holding it! It's the most funniest thing I've ever heard in my... Literally, it's so funny. Someone with a big boot on the apron, sending Banks into the ring, and post really landed hard on the floor, actually. That was really nasty. Dolph Ziggler, during every single submission, every single part of the rest hold that Summer Rae had, he goes, King, have you been in this position before? Oh, God, it's hysterical. And then, obviously, TP, as he called him, Tom Phillips, that's what Dolph called him, asked him about, the amateur background. What's the best style? And then he goes, keeping the legs locked, King, that's the key. This guy's fucking hysterical. Summer Rae hit a nice spin kick for 2. And then, when needed, serious commentary, Dolph Ziggler's actually really good. Because Summer Rae hit a huge spike DDT for 2. Really good near fall. And then Ziggler's there like, spike DDT by Summer, that's going to be a huge win. Like, he went from the most funniest guy you've ever seen in your life to a professional wrestling commentator. Really, really professional, good stuff there from Ziggler. Banks hits the bank statement to get the win. I'm going to give this 2 stars because I'm going to add a star on just for entertainment value. From Dolph Ziggler's commentary, it already added a lot, and I would love it if Ziggler's on main event every single... I wish he did the full show. I mean, the guy was fucking hysterical, talking about King with all positions and keeping the legs locked, King, that's the key. Like, just some absolutely fucking humorous stuff. And Sasha Banks is back. Summer Rae is a bit of a waste of time, but we'll move on to some live comments if we have any. I know it's only a main event review, so I won't be particularly shocked if there's no live comments you do. Should I watch main event? That's Andy Paps. No. Watch the main event. Watch the main event and look at Victor. That's it. Adrian Carmetti, I thought you were reviewing SNME from Delzinski Ski, one of them, YouTube channel. Dude, I don't know what that is. Saturday night's main event from Dude, you've stumped me. I have no idea who that is, bro. I have no idea. Thank you for leaving like comments, though, but no, I don't recommend you watching this if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It was not particularly worth my time. It wasn't particularly worth your time. However, Dolph Ziggler's commentary was fucking epic. Now it's time for the shameless self-promotion. Head over to ProWrestling.me, head over to KocoSports.net, KO2 Sports.net, where we're guys over Sports above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Also, click in the links in the description box below for our Patreon account, where you can pledge monthly. And also, you can check out our merch store. I uploaded a new, thanks to Matteo CC, great listener, really high member of the internet inventory, in my opinion. does lots of work for us behind the scenes, so big props there. He made me a Randy Orton U toilet, so basically has U toilet, my name, and Randy Orton RKOing it with a person.me logo. That link will be in the description box below. I think it's only around about £15. I don't know how much that is in dollars or euros, wherever the fuck you live in the world, but give that a look. Or even if you're not going to buy it, how about just sharing it via your social media? That would be muchly and greatly appreciated. But more importantly, thank you so much for watching this week's edition of your main event review. I apologize, I couldn't get the shout out to that name of the YouTube because I just couldn't read Delzinski or Delzinski or Delzinski. I recognize that from somewhere. I recognized it, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's not a lot that I particularly watch on YouTube. There's very few people I watch on my wrestling podcast. I listen to Vinny Roo every now and then, The Taz Show every now and then, Joe Cronin every now and then, JD from NY. That JD from NY I listen to a lot because the guys are fucking hysterical. There you are. There's your shout outs. Considering Adrian Carminetti is all about his shout outs. But Adrian Carminetti, thank you for your comments. Andy Paps, watch the main event. And the other guy who commented about sex, hope you get it. Shame you're not because you commented on my live stream. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I might do a podcast next talking about Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. Stay safe, stay well. It's been okay. And I'll catch your ass down the line.